Hello Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 22 of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play series. As you can see in the background, back where our tree farm is, you can plainly see that I haven't done anything else to it. Yeah. Nope. Kind of leaving that for later. I've got plenty of charcoal, and there are some other things that I need to get to work on. And as I come down here, you can see that I've got a villager corner marker over here. Did I lose some guys? Now, I have gotten a few emeralds. I guess I need to get that thing that tells, how many villagers you got, because, well, that's just weird looking. He's got two different color eyes. Anyways, I've got a marker here, and I've got one over here that says corner. And basically, and there's my little portal to the deep dark. Oh, this was interesting. I gotta show this. So, I haven't spent a lot of time in the deep dark. So, this is where I come into. Got all the nice little torches and all that stuff laying around. And so I figure, well, yeah, I'm inside this little cobble box. What size is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's not a 9 by 9. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. So I figure, all right, I'll start digging up. And I'm getting concerned because this is supposed to be an area that has just a whole lot more minerals, ores and stuff like that. And I keep digging and digging, and all I see is stone, and every once in a while an ember bearing stone. And that's it until I get to bedrock. So I'm like, okay, I'll keep digging and digging and digging and digging. And so, like I said, I wasn't overly familiar with the area. And so I figure, okay, well, I've gotten this far. I'll start going down. I'm like, hey, I got something different. Maybe this is the right way. And digging. And digging. It was like the Energizer Bunny, still going, still going. And I need to clear that back some, so I'm not banging my head every step I take, but I haven't done that yet, so as you can obviously tell. So I kept digging. And I kept digging. And by this time, I was beginning to wonder, well, did the settings on Direwolf 20 change the spawn rate? And then I'm like, well, here's some stuff. Maybe I'm getting closer. And so then I get over here and I hit Cobble. I'm like, well, hey. And then I hit what looked like a void. But then I looked over. If I can hit the right key. I looked over here and I saw, well, I'm at Y136, so I'm still way up in the air. So I changed into Blaze and actually placed that little block so I could double tap my spacebar to start flying before I went over this hole. And then I went down and realized that I was up in the ceiling of this place. And so then I came down over here, and this is whenever I realized that this was the right place. Now, I have found out that they do have more hits. As you can see, whenever he jumps up, he's got quite a few more hits than they usually do. Most stuff with this sword I can kill in one hit, and most of the things I have found here take 2. So it looks like they've got about 50 to 75% more hit points, but I don't know. I hadn't really stopped to count or ask anybody, but there you go. And this is going to be one of our soon-to-be target areas. Now you can see where the pillars are. I've gone around and placed a few torches just to kind of get bearings and all. But yeah, this is what the deep dark looks like. And if I follow this trail of lights, I think, well, that's weird. I don't remember seeing that earlier. Oh, Okay, well anyways, there's a hole around here somewhere, and I went down it, and I can't go far because I don't have any torches to place down. And I do know that if you're in the darkness for like 30 seconds, it'll start doing damage. So, and with me not having torches and all that, I really don't want to get too far away. I'll jump down here and get my experience before I take it back off. But anyways, this is where we will be playing soon. And that will actually lead us into what I have in store for today. So the thought is to start considering mining, automated mining, and going to look in, or the plan is for the, what is it, Ender Quarry? Yep, the Ender Quarry. Looking at doing this, and there are some upgrades you can do. Now, the world hole upgrade doesn't take any more extra, take any extra power, but what that does is normally the Ender Quarry leaves dirt behind. This upgrade makes it so that it leaves an open area, kind of like the Buildcraft quarries or stuff like that. Then you have the Silk Touch upgrade, and as you can see, the power drain multiplier is 1.5. And then you get into the Fortune 1, which is times 5 power, Fortune 2 times 20, and Fortune 3 times 80. And then you get your speed upgrade, which is 1, 2, and 3, which is going to be 5, 20, and 80. And then you have your Ender Quarry pump upgrade, which I'm guessing that what will happen is if you come across liquids while you're mining, that it will mine those for you. I'm not sure. I'm not planning on doing that. Pretty much the only upgrade I am planning at the moment is the Silk Touch, because what I am looking at is trying to set up within my filtering system and sorting. I want everything silk touched going back to my base, and then I will work with extracting what I can or what needs to be extracted from there. That way, you know, one, if I'm mining by hand, I'm using my cobalt hammer, which has silk touch, and two, that way we're only paying 1.5 more in power to get silk touched stuff coming back, rather than trying to pay 5, 20, or 80 times the power just to get fortune, when, you know, I can set that up with a pickaxe here manually or whatever. This is probably going to get scrapped and redone. So that's where we're at right now, and I need to dig a hole right here, I hope. No, that was not in the right place. Okay, then I will put all that back, and you can see here what we're getting ready to start playing with. Let's see, that one goes there, that one there. Okay, so I'll just dig from here up. As you can see, we have a hole. Go figure, in Minecraft, there's a hole. And it goes straight through. Okay, that should break through. Oh wow, I was off quite a bit more than I thought I would be. Okay, anyways, that's where our access is going to be, because what we are doing today is we are going to build a, why did y'all get up there? We're going to build a nuke. Nuclear power. This turned out to be a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Let me get this other stuff out of my pack so I'm not trying to sort through it. I'll just throw it in this one. All the stuff I don't need that, don't need that. And I'll give you my totals here in just a second. But yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be this expensive until I really got into it, and honestly, I didn't realize how expensive it was until after I had crafted all the stuff. that I think I'm going to need and started calculating it. So the numbers, or what I'm building, is a 7 by 7, 7 wide, 7 deep, 7 tall reactor. To the tune of, on iron ingots, 1,144, graphite ingot, 1,057, Yellorium ingots, 281, Redstone Dust, 26, 1 diamond, 22 planks, and 8 cobble. That's just to build it. And then for the coolant is 16 buckets of, oh, what is it? I know it's made from ender pearls. I hate terminology. I can never remember it. Resonant ender. 16 buckets. So it's that one and this one. And 16 buckets comes to 64 ender pearls, because it takes 4 ender pearls per bucket. As well as 20 blocks of diamond, which comes to 180. So total of 181 diamonds. So yeah, it pretty much wiped out everything I had, to the point I even had to go back to my spawner and get more ender pearls just to finish that out. But I think, if I have calculated it right, I think I've got everything I need. So we're going to find out. One good thing about it is I do have my builder's wand, and so that should make putting this together a bit easier. If you've never used it, I told a little bit about it when we made it last episode, but it makes things so much easier. What I'm going to do is, the numbers that I gave you, and I'll probably put it in the comments down below as well, they don't include glass. So if you want any glass in this, for every reactor casing that you replace with glass, you add 2 blocks of glass. Because the way you craft it is you take 1 casing with 2 glass, and that makes 1 reactor glass. I think it's, what is it called? Yeah, reactor glass. So let's see. But I wanted another way of power production. Something that is going to be, you know, more. I don't know. I mean, I know we've got our charcoal, but I don't want to fully rely on the charcoal yet, just because I'm not overly familiar with, you know, some of the production ways of using that. I know I can jump out. I'll just go ahead and dig this back down. And my magnet should pick those up. Yep. Okay. Alright. And now my floor, this is actually dug down 1 extra, because I'll get this cobble, or this chisel stone, to fill out the floor with. So that's why this one is casing, and then the glass will be across here. And run that across there. Do 1 more, and then I can use my wand on the rest. Now I will tell you, the wand makes it so that you can place blocks much faster. However, it also makes it so that you can mess up blocks much faster. And for some reason, I'm coming up short. I took some out of my pack earlier, but I thought those were extras. Oh, I know what it is, and I'll bet it's right. Okay, let me put that back in there. Because I don't actually want close in the top of it yet. And I don't want to keep putting these down and picking them back up. So now where is the Enderman? Is he up a level? Must be up a level. Yep. Hit him once and he can't run. Like we do. That figures. I got my step over here. So what do? Go on the other side. Okay, I want to go ahead and take all of these back out. And the reason is, one, I've got to put my rods in. And two, I'll have to put my coolant in. And so actually this ring that I'm taking out right now should be the last to go in. So place that one there. Okay, now I want that one open and that one open. This will be closed. And then I need to find the center. Because the rod is going there, 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 and there. And then the diamond blocks go here. And the diamond blocks are actually used for cooling. And supposed to be very effective. I hope so. Because it ain't cheap, that's for sure. And there. Alright, so then I can put casing on those. And that should be level there. And then I've got my reactor control rod, which controls the height of the rods. If you right click, you can change the height of what it would be. Alright, so which side do I want my controls on? I guess I'll put them over here. So I'll put that there. And that's my power tap. I want that back up top. So I'm actually going to wait for that one. Two more. My reactor access port. And I want one here and one there. And then I'll go with the reactor glass, which will end up being two on this side and the rest over here. And that should be... No, I've got to put, well, yeah, that's right, because I haven't filled in that ring yet. So what I'll do is I'll go grab this other stuff. And the way I did these is I tossed them here in the smeltery and then poured them from the seared faucet into the bucket and then use the bucket to fill the tanks. So if you put a bucket down like that on the casting table and hit it, it will fill the bucket. So, oh wait, I need the bucket. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and place you there and you there. And you can place this at the top and it doesn't sink down like the cryothium does. But you do have to see that's a source block and that is not. So you kind of have to be careful and just, you know, pay attention to what you're placing and where, so that you've got a source block at the top on each one. And then if you get in front of a device or something like the reactor access port where you right click and it goes in, just sneak and it'll be fine. And one other thing you have to be careful of is you don't want to place it here, because if you do that, then you go back in and place your reactor casing. If your source block is here and you place that, any flowing down is going away, like I just messed up on that one. Daggone it. Yep, I sure did. Oh wait, it filled back. Yeah, I have messed this up now. Because it don't work like water. Okay, so I'm going to need 4 more pearls, but I can get this fixed real quick. And hey, now you actually get to see how this part's done, if you've never done this before. So we just take 4 pearls, throw it in the smeltery, throw our little bucket there, and wait for this to run. But the plan is to have the power come up through here to my capacitor bank, and I'm probably going to add to that. But what I'll probably do is just run capacitor bank acrossways here. I might experiment. I might actually put the capacitor bank in the floor and run it across, then I can just drop the machine straight on top of it and they'll pick up the power. But if you do it with the capacitor banks, then you don't have to worry about flow rates or anything like that, which this isn't going to put off enough power to be concerned with that anyways. So there's our 4 ender pearls, turns into 1,000 millibuckets, because each ender pearl is 250 millibuckets. Alright, now I think it's there. We go. Alright, let's see if I can keep from messing this up again. Stand back a little bit so all I can see is where I want to place it. And hopefully this one, no, I want that over here. Yep. Alright, so I want to put my reactor power tap here, and that's where I'll pull power from. So hopefully this will change the look of everything. And it does. Sweet. Okay, grab that up and that up. Jump down here, and there we go. We have a reactor now. Now to fill this up is going to take 100 Yellorium, in addition to all the stuff I was talking about earlier that it takes just to make it. So I've got 124 on me. And one other thing is these access ports, you can see the arrows pointing in, which means this is your input. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have one in and one out, and the way you change it is just by selecting over here. So you click the outlet mode on this, now it's blue arrows out. And so we're going to put our Yellorium in here, and you can see through the window. And now we'll fire this up and see massive amounts of power, which is going to come to probably around 11 to 12,000 RF a tick. So let's see. Well, 11.6. And millibuckets are a little bit higher than I thought it was going to be. But anyways, you can see that this does build up power pretty quick. And so, you know, once we take this and tie it into our capacitor bank that we're going to put upstairs, then we'll be doing pretty well on this, I would think. So 100% full. I'll go ahead and, I guess I could have cut it off a little bit earlier, because this will actually continue to create energy until these go all the way down. So, but that's what, 10 million RF in just a matter of seconds. So that's sweet. Guess I need to put my little dirt block back. There. And so now we have a reactor. And I am going to start looking at moving some of this over and seeing how I want to build this up now. Because what I want to do is I want to come down with capacitor banks and over on top of this one. That way it will just take the power straight up through that. And I don't know if I've got enough, which I do have these over here. Because rather than running power over here, I just, well, I got lazy. And I just moved some capacitors over here so I'd have power while I was testing all that out. And then I'm going to, I don't want to cripple myself though, so I'll leave those two and see if this will be enough. And we'll see how well. Well, we'll see what I got. So I want to place that one. Get to test out my manual dexterity. And I need 2 more. So we'll go ahead and pull these, because I think I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff moved anyways. Alright, now how would it look? I definitely need more of these though. So that might not look too bad, and just do a run of them across the floor, and then like I said, I can just take and drop my machines right on top, and that'll be their power. So yeah. Let me get a few things together. I'm gonna see what kind of materials I've got, and maybe go ahead and craft up some more of these capacitor banks. I've got one over here. I ran that one over here. And I'm also going to need, and I don't have one over here. The one I've got is out by my tree farm, and oh, I guess I can go ahead and swipe that, and the 3 capacitor banks I've got out there, because I'm not running my tree farm right now anyways. And I better stop to eat here for too long too. Okay, grab those and that. And a couple of those. And as much as it seems to rain here, it feels like I'm on Forgecraft, even though I've never been on Forgecraft. Oh wait, I need to go up one. Okay, place that there, that there. I still want to keep this kind of centered. I've got one more, and I've got that. I think that can go down below, but I'm going to need some insulated. Oh wait, no, that's down here in my Ender IO box, which is that one. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, we'll see what we need. Really? Another Enderman? Do they not learn? But anyways, I was actually what I had started off talking about. I marked, or I used the waypoints upstairs to mark where to dig to. So I dig one past my marker, that way I can put my wall up. Alright, so I can put that down and jump up on it. Alright, now where was... You're over there. No, that's not the one I want. I miscalculated something. Because I don't have one of the ports that I need to be able to get this on and off with. Alright, hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back, and I checked, and I can't run the redstone thing into the top, so I'm actually switching sides. I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to place it. I actually want to do it from down here so it faces the right way. Then take my power, run that there. Cool. Let's see, and I'm going to want to break that one out and place you there. And then run that up top. Then I'll hit it with that one and then switch back to this one because I don't quite have enough. Alright. Now, the only problem is it's already full. And so I don't have anything that could run to pull it down. So we'll have to wait till later to make sure that works. And I'll go ahead and bring it down to 70 and leave it at that. Then come over here. Want to go to that, set from signal, input, enable, disable. So that should be right. Yeah. So should be, once this gets a signal, then it will cut on. Because this should be set, I believe. Emit signal when storage is less than 70, stop when at 95. So as this goes down, once it gets to 75%, it will start emitting a redstone signal, which will then cut on the reactor, which will start charging, which will bring it up. And then it will stop emitting a redstone signal at 95%. So I think that's it. And we have reactor. We are able to produce at what, 11.5 thousand RF a tick. We're able to cut it on and off as needed. Looks like a little bit's being used. I'm guessing it might be this right here. Yeah, because it uses 1 RF a tick. Because nothing else is hooked up. So we now have power, a reliable source, which can output pretty quick. So the next things on the agenda is to rework this so that materials coming in from either the quarry or my mining or adventuring or whatever has a place to go. The second goal is the applied energistics, and the third is for the ender quarry. Not sure what I want to hold as I'm signing off here. Oh, that'll work. Like I said, the last one would be the ender quarry, but I think I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work some on the sorting and see if I can get that set up off camera. I probably won't record that because, I mean, all it is placing chests and boxes and filters and things like that. And if you don't know how to do it, or if if when you see it you don't understand it, if you want to ask questions, I can go back through it, or I can answer down below in the discussion area. So next will probably be either Applied Energistics, or it will be the Ender Quarry. I'm actually guessing it's going to be the Applied Energistics, because I would like to get that going before I have all the materials coming in from the quarry. It'll depend on if I have enough materials to do the Applied Energistics or to get started on it. So who knows? Anyways, hopefully this video's helped, and if it has helped you out, and if you enjoyed it, I hope that you will click like. If you have any questions or have a direction you would like to go on, or like for me to go in, anything like that, any suggestions, please do leave a comment below. I do try and read those. And if you have not already and would like to be notified when we post up our next video, make sure to subscribe so you can get that in your inbox. But most of all, I hope you've been entertained. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great one. But just take care and God bless.